What is it about the allure of the city, yet I always feel a longing to be in nature? Does anyone else feel the pull of these two poles? I grew up in rural New Hampshire, but I've lived in major cities my entire adult life. Recently, I've been sensing a shift in energy. This video captures moments in December while I contemplate the topic of city versus country. After a couple of weeks at home with my parents, I was ready to recharge in a big city. So I boarded a bus for New York City. And I was curious, what kind of nature would I find in the Big Apple? It was just before Christmas, and the city glowed with twinkling lights, elaborate decorations, and holiday window displays. Festive spirit was everywhere.
Wow, you think that's nice? Take a look at what I'm looking at right now. You know, to just turn the corner and see something as beautiful and Christmassy as that, it's stunning. This is why you come to New York.
One of the first things I noticed was how the city tries to imitate nature, like in these lights on the underside of an overhang meant to mimic the stars. I saw signs of nature often springing up in forgotten places. Of course, there are highlighted places like the Hudson River, artfully designed gardens, and the grandest of all, Central Park. After attempting to navigate the subway, I made it to Central Park.
Okay, I made it out of the subway. I still think it's very confusing. Every sign is either uptown, downtown, northbound, southbound. I'm underground. Do you think you know what cardinal direction I'm going? No, not a clue. But maybe that's just me.
Finally, I had made it to my destination, only to find out.
News to me. The Met is closed on Wednesdays. Okay, what's plan B?
That's the thing about big cities. They can be quite spontaneous, even if your plans don't go as you think. There's always something going on.
Okay, plan B is I'm back in Central Park, making my way to the Museum of Modern Art.
I was surprised at how wild Central Park felt in places. It's truly an oasis from the city. You're never far from the amenities, but I had forgotten just how big the park actually is.
I'm actually really thankful to be taking this detour through the park. I think I needed to see some green spaces.
And unlike when you're hiking, if you get tired in this city, you can always catch a lift.
All right, away we go. Well, that was a novelty, riding through Central Park. Now I'm a little bit closer to MoMA.
Watch out for the pack of wild animals. Once inside the Museum of Modern Art, I went from room to room trying to make sense of the present-day abstractions. It's always fun to make your mind work in different ways and see alternative perspectives. But what I was really doing was navigating up to the top floor, where they keep the good stuff. Jackson Pollock, Frida Kahlo, Dali, Wyeth, Rousseau, Klimt, and O'Keeffe. I'm in an art high with Seurat and Monet, two of my favorite impressionists. I could swim in Monet's lily pond all day. And then I see it. The crowd parted, and I couldn't stop smiling. Starry Night by Vincent van Gogh. It is stunning in person. To see one artist's interpretation of a night sky over rural France. To me, it's the perfect blend of human creativity trying to capture the awe and wonder of our natural world. A true masterpiece. And as I made my way back down to the street, I was reminded that art made by us humans can be just as inspiring as the great creator herself, Mother Nature. And we can all appreciate art at different stages in our lives and have it mean various things depending on our own state of mind. It's a type of mental wandering. And within a few short hours, I went from navigating a crowded plaza to walking among the familiar trees of home. The twinkling lights on trees became the sparkle of raindrops.
There's something about little patches of moss like this. Looks like a tiny little forest in there.
And I slowed down to marvel at the little details while the rain pattered around me. A fresh snowfall. Does anything else so delicately transform the landscape? Here in the silent field, I truly appreciate the beauty of this frozen element. I imagine New York is a slushy mess by now. This clean blanket makes for a perfect setting for an annual tradition.
Another winter, another Hussman family Christmas tradition. Today we are in the most holy of places, Bethlehem, New Hampshire, and we're looking for a Christmas tree.
Is that it?
How are we gonna get you up?
Somebody gotta go. 911? Yeah. Santa's elves for help.
We spent the afternoon poking around an antique store that specializes in old snow gear, tools, and handmade items. Before long, we were having our Christmas lunch, with the fancy plates, of course. Call it intuition or common knowledge, but something in our bones tells us that we need communion with the wild to feel well. Many of us live indoor lives and are more disconnected from the natural world than ever before. That was me, especially before the pandemic. But there's been a shift in recent years. It calls me back to finding joy among the trees instead of the crowds. The key, as with most things, I suppose, is to find balance. I can have the best of both worlds, the city and country. It just depends on how I spend my time. So that's what I'll do. Balance. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And let me know in the comments, is this something that you are confronted with, city versus country? I'd love to know.